mind blown on how awesome that is. Oh, I nailed the shake today. Woo! Were you ashamed of me having lied to the Trainiacs for so long? Morning, Trainiacs. Small little brick workout today. Literally half the size of what I did last weekend. Should go by like that. Later on today, I've got a bit of a confession to correct something that I said a couple weeks ago in the vlog. Right now, I want to get going on this really quickly because with the time change, spring forward, the Briar, our national curling championship finals being on in a couple hours, and needing to edit yesterday's vlog, I want to get going on the bike here really quickly. Let's go. Oh, before I get going, I want to say good on all of you for getting into that Strava group. I mentioned it yesterday or the day before about how awesome it was that you were all getting into the Strava group, but now you're all starting to chat with each other and answer each other's training questions, help each other out. Like, mind blown on how awesome that is. We were actually talking about it on the run yesterday and saying like that is one of the coolest aspects that's ever happened to this community around this YouTube channel, that you all are starting to get into helping you all out. That's awesome to see. Go check out the Strava group. I'll link it again down below. Bike computer literally died the second I pressed stop. Hour 20 on the bike. Now off for it. Ooh, sweaty, gross. Quick 5K building to race pace run. Let's go. $5K. Let's go. Building to race pace. We're gonna start off nice and easy. 1/4 of the way through the run, and we'll pick it up a notch. Halfway through, it's 2.5 out of 5K, and we pick it up to race pace. Oh, that was 5.07 kilometers. Nope, not resume. Stop, there we go. Which is somewhere around 3.1 miles in 23 minutes and something seconds. Feel good, 7 days out. Pete has a fun habit of sticking his nose into the curtains and going, "Ooh, Dad, you home?" 7 days out, getting there. Keep training. Up to about a half hour, as you can see, in said sauna. You know how I can tell it's working? Because everything is cold in Winnipeg. Showers are cold, biking to work is cold, the office is cold, being in the car is cold, the water at the pool is cold, everything is cold. And the last time I was in the sauna, I was up to 25 minutes. I got out, no sweat. Like, not no sweat as in it's easy in the sauna, but I did not sweat. I take that to mean that I'm somewhat adjusted to this heat. And hopefully, will be somewhat adjusted to the heat in Campeche. Oh, I nailed the shake today. Woo! I do have a bit of a confession to make that I haven't been entirely forthcoming with over the past couple weeks. It's nothing big. I just told you one thing and I'm doing another. I mentioned to you, I think it was last weekend or maybe the weekend before, that I was going to use the Zip 808 tubulars that I use, and they aren't around here. They actually don't exist anymore. I took them to the bike shop, and really bright me, I didn't know how much tubular wheels that are good for racing actually cost. Like, oh my god. The tires themselves are $160 each, plus installation. So we're talking like more than $200 per tire. And then on top of that, if anything goes wrong in the race, obviously I was banking on nothing going wrong in the race and not having to change a flat, but if I had to change a flat, I'm SOL. So I chatted it over with James, the bike guy from Alter Ego, and he said, you know what? You got tubular wheels. They're probably only worth about $500, $600, $700. You're gonna put $400 into rubber, and then you've still just got an old wheel with really good rubber. And when I wheeled this into the bike shop, James looked at these Alto wheels that I've been a really big fan of for my road bike, and he said, you know what, you're probably going to be just fine with these. And then what we started looking at was the tubular wheels. We could only get a 23 millimeter width tire on, but these Alto wheels we can get a 25 millimeter width tire on. So that in itself has a bit of a speed advantage because slightly wider tires have a lower rolling resistance, so they end up being quite a bit faster. Well, quite a bit is a stretch. They end up being a little bit faster than narrower tires.
So that's one thing that the Alto wheels make up for by going with them instead of the Zip 808s. Also, the depth of this is really not that much shallower than the 808s. This is a 50 mil depth. The 808s, I think, are about a little over 80. So I'm losing out on a really good centimeter of wheel depth. Not a big deal. Next, the Zip 808s were dimpled. These are not. Some people, and I'm not going to name names, inform me that dimples are outright bullshit, because if they really made everything that much faster, why are our cars not dimpled? Finally, the last thing is that these Alto wheels have a hub that is designed to be able to take the torque that is put on one side of the frame and even it out, so that more of the power that I'm putting into the drivetrain on the right-hand side of the bike gets transferred over to the left-hand side of the bike, evening it out and creating a more even, I don't know, let's call it a power spread across the bike, hence just more power transferring to the wheel. And after looking at all that, I was like, all right, I'm probably going to have basically the same time with the Alto wheels as I would with Zip 808s. And if I give up a little bit of time for the sake of saving $400 to $500 on Zip 808 rubber, I'm gonna do that. But I haven't told you about it until now. And actually, the Zip 808s are off at my buddy Super Dave Lipshin's, and they're for sale right now because I'm not putting $400 into $500, $600 wheels. Just ain't happening. They will go to a nice home with somebody who probably already has tubular tires sitting around and is gonna do the installation themselves. Maybe Super Dave Lipshin himself. So yeah, it wasn't a big thing that I was holding back on you with, but over the last couple days, especially as I started getting those Zip wheels out of here, I was like, you know what? I kinda led all the trainiacs astray with what's actually happening. And you deserve to know the truth. You can handle the truth. And the truth is, I'm rolling on Alto. And another decision that I've been teasing you with and haven't told you my final decision on what's gonna happen is, look out, Pete. The Skechers Go Run 5s are my decision for what I'm racing on in Ironman Campeche. These are basically the same shoe as the Go Meb, as these ones, the Go Meb Razors. They're both by Skechers. They both seemingly have the same sole to them. The Go Meb Razor has a little bit more room in the toe box, and it's 0.7 of an ounces heavier. And also, the green does not go with the red tri-suit that I've got, so oh, I made it. They go away and the Go Run Speed 5s are in. One thing that I dislike about these, pretty much just as much as I like them, is that for triathlon, you've got that really nice loop on the back for pulling onto your feet. But you know what? That loop actually rubs against your Achilles. So I gotta put on some high socks to make sure that I don't get a big blister and bleed through the entire half marathon. There, it's all off my chest. Do you guys feel better about this? Grace, were you ashamed of me having lied to the Trainiacs for so long? Awful. I know, it's just awful. All right, Trainiacs, these guys clearly need some loving, and this is an urgent matter.